Welcome to the Lead to Win podcast. I'm your host, Bo Bergen. In this short bonus episode, I share my thoughts on a value that I believe all leaders need to live by: purpose over objective. Let's get to work. Have you ever asked yourself what your purpose is? Purpose is something that I believe every leader has to find before they can lead effectively. I think purpose is like gasoline. It powers your car, makes you go, but it can also reignite a dying flame. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what your purpose must be. You have to find that for yourself. But I can give you my 2 cents on how to find it. My advice for finding your purpose is simple. Don't look at what you do. Look at who you serve. For me, I serve kids daily. I'm in the world of public education, and it's a calling for me. And to be quite honest, it's easy to find purpose here. But for some, you probably have a hard time finding a lot of meaning in your work. That's because there's not a whole lot of meaning in your work. There's meaning in the people you work with, the people that you lead, the people that you serve. There's opportunities every single day to serve somebody, whether it's picking up an extra task off someone's plate, stepping in to help with a conflict, or simply being a listening ear. We're afforded opportunities every single day to serve someone in a positive way. Servant leadership, as many call it. Mark Cole, CEO of John Maxwell's companies, listed 3 habits that will help you become a servant leader. Number 1, perform small acts of kindness. Never forget about the people around you. It's easy to do. Even the smallest acts of kindness can have long-lasting impacts on people. Number 2, learn to walk slowly through the crowd. And when I read this, I thought it might be some symbolism, but it's actually literal. When you are with a group of people, make it a point to connect with each one you meet and make it a goal to circulate among them slowly. What this does is it makes each person that you interact with feel valued and heard. It also allows you to learn what most of those people need and how you can better serve them. And finally, number 3, move into action. Now, if you're like me, quite honestly, you might not feel like you have it in you to be a servant, or you don't have that servant mentality per se. But the best way to try to have that mentality is to just start. Just start. Move yourself into action. Start doing those small acts of kindness. As Mark says, feelings always follow footsteps. So by this point, you might be wondering where the objective aspect comes into this, since this episode is titled Purpose Over Objective. So what is an objective? Could be a task, could be a goal, maybe a standard to meet. The way I see an objective in relation to purpose in my head is as a surface level thing. For example, my objectives as an athletic administrator are to keep a balanced budget, monitor facilities, win games. See, my purpose is something a lot deeper than any of that. My purpose is in the business of impacting lives. My purpose is to provide the best opportunities for kids so that they can be successful and enjoy their time within our programs, help them develop into better human beings, better young men, better young women. That matters much more than any win on the scoreboard. So I want to make you think. Have you ever asked yourself things like, why am I here? Or why do I do what I do? You may have said, because I'm good at it. That might have been the answer that you've given yourself. I'm sure that's part of it. But I want to challenge you to take a deeper look at what your purpose is in your current situation right now. Maybe you're a leader listening to this and have become so objective based within your work that you've forgotten about your purpose. Maybe you're not a leader, but you want to be someday. Maybe you're out of gas and you need to fill your tank. Find that purpose. Maybe your flame grew dim some time ago and you're just waiting for that clock to hit 5 o'clock each day. Find that purpose and throw some gas on that flame. Real leadership is not about what you can get out of it. It's about what you can do for others. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of the Lead to Win podcast. Keep an eye out for next week's regular episode dropping on Tuesday morning. Be sure to set your notifications to receive updates on new episodes. The Lead to Win podcast can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. And a new episode comes out every Tuesday. I'm your host, Bo Bergen. Until next time, now go do the work.